Why should you purchase the series Women of Courage? Isn't Women of Courage just another book among thousands of books sold each year? Right? Wrong. Women of Courage are the books that will take you from this unhappiness, from this anxiety, from this boredom, to this adventure. To this joy, to this self-satisfaction. You will want to exercise. You will want to see yourself in a different light. You will want to adorn yourself. Every year, thousands of books are written on how to achieve our dreams, how to live a happier life, or make a lot of money. Yet, the number of people living unhappy lives keeps going up. People living a life of uncertainty, a life of despair. What could be the problem? Were the books lying about these promises, or were people not practicing what they read? You see, the truth is that most times we know exactly what we want out of life, and we often know how to get there. So, what is the missing link? It's the courage to take that first step. To go from where we are right now to the life of freedom and fulfillment we so much desire. We must first leave our comfort zone, and it takes courage to make that move. And that is exactly where all those books failed. They tell you what you should do, but can't get you to take that first step. A wise man once said, "Without courage, you can't leave your comfort zone. If you don't leave your comfort zone, you can't grow. If you can't grow, you can't be your best. And if you can't be your best, you can't be happy." I was once like most people. Unhappy with my life. Working on a job I hated and living an unfulfilled life. As a woman, I felt the society did not give me the freedom, the zeal to be courageous. I felt like I was living my life on another person's terms. Then I started reading the stories of women who had challenged tradition. Women who changed the course of history by brave acts of courage. Something clicked. I found the courage to take charge of my life. I went from being a woman I did not like to having a child and bagging a college degree from the university at the age of 38. To living life on my terms. I chose my life, and you can choose yours too. Only if you take action. I want to introduce you to the book that will get you to take that first step. The series Women of Courage, written by Gloria G. Lee. Is a 3-part series book about women who triumphed against odds. It is a book about grit, about finding strength in moments of despair. It will take you by the hand and bring you face to face with the life and journey of hundreds of women who took their destiny into their own hands. This book has changed my life, as well as the lives of hundreds of women across the globe. And it will change yours too. Remember, the shortest distance between you and your dreams is simply action. And it takes courage to act. Take charge of your destiny. Get a copy of Women of Courage today. Tomorrow may be too late. Your dream life could be just pages away.
Oftentimes, fear is defined as fantasized experiences appearing real. We all fear something. It could be doing what's never been done, or being scared for no just cause. These fears hold us down and create a fantasized, albeit unreal, experience. If you must move ahead in life, you must stand up to your fear. If you must be successful, you must pull through the unreal experiences that fear has created in you. And trust me, you need a good dose of courage to do exactly that. With courage, there's no stopping you. How can you summon the courage to face your fears? As a woman, you're amazing and you have great capabilities. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. How then can you maximize these great capabilities? As you'll find out in the series Women of Courage, the women we wrote about succeeded against all odds simply by standing up for themselves. Just like them, you can make your life count too.
Every year, thousands of books are written on how to achieve our dreams, how to live a happier life, or make a lot of money. Yet, the number of people living unhappy lives keeps going up. People living a life of uncertainty, a life of despair. What could be the problem? Were the books lying about these promises, or were people not practicing what they read? You see, the truth is that most times we know exactly what we want out of life, and we often know how to get there. So what is the missing link? It's the courage to take that first step, to go from where we are right now to the life of freedom and fulfillment we so much desire. We must first leave our comfort zone, and it takes courage to make that move. And that is exactly where all those books failed. They tell you what you should do, but can't get you to take that first step. A wise man once said, "Without courage, you can't leave your comfort zone. If you don't leave your comfort zone, you can't grow. If you can't grow, you can't be your best. And if you can't be your best, you can't be happy."
We live in a society that has created an impression that a woman is limited in what she can do. The society lets you see yourself as a weaker human who should not aspire to greater things. Most of us grew up with that mentality and thus turned out to be unambitious. Good news is there are lots of women out there just like you who have turned their lives around dramatically. There's one underlying factor common to all these women: courage. They were courageous in the face of societal intimidation. They were courageous enough to move against societal norms that were unacceptable to them. They were courageous when it mattered most, thus writing their names in the sands of time. Reading the series Women of Courage is a good place to learn about the significant role courage plays in achieving great things in life.
Behavioral psychologists say that motivation is the driving force behind all human actions. Still, the fact is that no matter how motivated you are, if you don't have the courage to act, nothing changes. Unfortunately, the society has construed courage to be a masculine quality. And we've been conditioned to believe a lie, that we women are the weaker sex. Women have been lying to themselves for centuries about domestic violence and sexual assault, believing if I am nice, I will be safe.
Lies have driven women to drink and to kill their children.
Men are supposed to be the brave ones, the go-getters. While a lady is supposed to wait around for her knight in shining armor. It is these limiting beliefs that have kept most of us in the background, holding us from taking charge of our lives and being the best we can be. It is why we have allowed men to dominate while we struggle for gender equality. What if I told you that you could live a life of freedom, of fulfillment and everlasting happiness? What if I told you that you have innate capabilities and talents beyond what you are currently aware of? Only if you have the courage to go after your dreams. Remember, the distance between your dreams and where you are right now is action. And it takes courage to take action. I want to introduce you to a book that has transformed the lives of thousands of women across the globe. Women of Courage by Gloria G. Lee. A book that will help you banish all limiting beliefs and destroy your self-doubt by bringing you face to face with the lives of over 100 women who have triumphed over insurmountable odds and wrote their name in the history books. It is unlike any other women's books out there. The Women of Courage workbook takes you on a step-by-step guide to how you can take charge of your life, discover your purpose, and give you the zeal and enthusiasm you need to go after your dreams. It will give you an unshakable faith in yourself, help you create a world of freedom, and live the life of fulfillment you've always dreamed of. Your dream life could be just pages away. Remember, you are the captain of your life. Take charge of your life's mission today and join the community of women breaking boundaries and living their dreams. Get a copy of Women of Courage at I promise you, your life will never remain the same. We live in a society that has created an impression that a woman is limited in what she can do. The society lets you see yourself as a weaker human who should not aspire to greater things. Most of us grew up with that mentality and thus turned out to be unambitious. Good news is there are a lot of women out there, just like you, who have turned their lives around dramatically. Women like Mother Teresa, Lucy Burns, and Rosa Parks. There's one underlying factor common to all these women: courage. They were courageous in the face of societal intimidation. They were courageous enough to move against societal norms that were unacceptable to them. They were courageous when it mattered, most thus writing their standards in the sands of time. Purchase the Women of Courage series today at http://touchedbythelight.us or mail a check to P.O. Box 7267, Ann Arbor, Michigan 48107. Women spent centuries asking why, praying, seeking answers, trying to go from this unhappiness, from this anxiety, and this boredom. To this attentiveness, regard to scholarship, to self-assurance, to curiosity, to boldness, to self-examination, to assertiveness. She fought her entire life for women. Lucy Burns in jail, Occoquan Workhouse. Born 1879, died 1966. Female attorneys spent hours writing, typing, and filling briefs. Women wrote letters. Women had to fundraise to meet court costs and pay attorneys. Women experience a great deal of anxiety and stress. Women waged tremendous battles for occupational freedom. July 12, 2018, 42-year-old Ari Fuji of Japan became the first woman ever in the history of Japan to become a captain of a major commercial airliner. Women spent years training for just one opportunity. August 11, 2016, Kayla Harrison made history by becoming the first woman to win a second Olympic gold medal in judo. She won her first gold medal in judo in 2012. Finally, women concluded, men do not want to share power. Men want to tell everyone else what to do and how to live. Some men not only want to enslave their wives, they want to be able to sell their daughters into marriage for $20,000. Do you know why your life is in the toilet? Do you know why no one likes you? Do you know why your dog left you and your mother is not speaking? Or why your girlfriend left you? Or why you can't hold a job more than 90 days? Do you want to know why every lunch hour you find yourself sitting in your car drinking a beer? You're addicted to cigarettes and alcohol, and how many times have you overdosed on pills? Your problems stem from a lack of knowledge. Your thinking is distorted. You do not know how to manage your life. You've got a secret, and that secret is killing you. You're hiding the fact that you do not read or you cannot read. Face it, have the courage to tell yourself you cannot read. This is your first step towards change. By not reading, you are refusing to change. You are satisfied living the same old life day in and day out, making excuses for yourself while other people pass you by. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. President Obama. Get your life back on track by learning to read. Reading is your first step towards a better life. Stop being envious and jealous. Learn to read. Join us every Friday at Women of Courage to gain information that will help you manage your life. Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. Nelson Mandela. You must read as if your life depends on it, because it does. Twice a month on Saturday, I meet with my listeners for a discussion about issues affecting women. Join us. For dates, times, and directions, you can reach us at murderedvoices@gmail.com. Stop thinking there's nothing you can do to change the world. Your life is important. For more information on our books or subjects discussed, email us at murderedvoices@gmail.com. Are you sick and tired of being you? Do you want another life, a second chance? Then it's time to change. It's time for you to find out who you are. It's time for you to stand up for yourself. It's time for you to think for yourself. It's time to rid your mind of poisonous beliefs like women should only be seen and not heard. It's time for you to learn how other women accomplished their goals. For more information regarding Women of Courage and to be among the countless women learning to manage the challenges, limitations, and rejections of life, go to https://touchedbythelight.us. This presentation is being dedicated to Misty Daniel Copeland, an American ballet dancer from Kansas City, Missouri. June 30th, 2015, Miss Copeland became the first African-American woman to be promoted to principal dancer in American Ballet Theater's 75-year history. At the age of 13, soothsayers told Misty that it was too late for her to seek a career in ballet. She needed to have started studying years earlier. Misty Copeland was not deterred. She continued her studies. Now look at what she has achieved. Whatever you do, you need courage. Whatever course you decide upon, there is always someone to tell you you are wrong. There are always difficulties arising that tempt you to believe your critics are right. To map out a course of action and follow it to an end requires some of the same courage that a soldier needs. Peace has its victories, but it takes brave men and women to win them. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Abraham Lincoln did not go to Gettysburg having commissioned a poll to find out what could sell at Gettysburg. There were no people with percentages for him. Cautioning him about this group or that group for what they found in exit polls a year earlier. When will we have the courage of Lincoln? Robert Coles.
Modern history is written on the back of women who chose not to conform. Our history books are littered with examples of powerful women like Rosa Parks, Malala Yousafzai, and the Triangle Shirtwaist factory workers. But for every tale of a woman's success and perseverance, there is a harrowing backstory of tribulation and strife. Things are better now, we say. It's not like it used to be. But turn on the news. Turn on the news in your own city. Turn on the international news. Women are suffering from the restrictive society in Saudi Arabia to your own neighborhood. It's better, but ask yourself, is it good enough? Women of Courage tells a tale of women, from the harrowing story of early women to their victorious perseverance. It tells tales that have not been told enough, examples of how women have the strength to put their foot down and map their own future. Read their stories and become better equipped to write your own story by changing your behavior and becoming a woman of courage. Why are only a few women in history books? Why are women left out of leadership positions? Why are 21st century women struggling with the same issues that 20th century women fought against? The series Women of Courage gives answers to these questions. Millions of women all over the world are living in fear, unhappy, and unfulfilled, wishing they could do more with their lives. If you are one of these women, fearful and unhappy, take the bold step and purchase the series Women of Courage. Read and learn how other women met these challenges and succeed in living fulfilling lives. Read the series Women of Courage and learn how you can change your life forever. Women of Courage is an inspirational book that seeks to tell the stories of strong women who have persevered, even when those threatened by a woman's strength have stood in the way. It's a book for all women, a book to help more of us stand up and say, it's about time. It's a book for you. Get your copy from touchedbythelight.us.
We hope you enjoyed our presentation. Every now and then we must remind ourselves of those that have gone before us, lest we forget the ground we stand on was built by the lives of other courageous women. We wanted you to see the women that fought unimaginable battles while standing alone. We wanted you to see the paths blazed by women who gave their lives to be themselves. The only reason why women are able to attend university today is because women fought for this right yesterday. The only reason why there are female police officers today is because women fought for this right yesterday. Remember, women were left behind for centuries. Our intellect was dismissed. Women had to fight and fight and fight for recognition. Some women fought their entire lives. They risked it all. Millions and millions of women spent countless nights writing letters, making signs, petitioning the courts, walking picket lines, and being beaten by family members. These women were rebuked by their fathers and husbands and disciplined physically. Some spent nights in jail. Many were spat upon. Yet these women persevered. They did any and everything they could think to do just to be free to express themselves. Now we ask that you purchase the series Women of Courage on our website, touchedbythelight.us. This knowledge will enhance your life. A portion of the purchase price will go towards programs for women and children. We ask that you share this knowledge with your young children and encourage women to purchase the series. It's important that we never forget that women contributed equally to the success of mankind.